Yo, what's poppin'?
We back with another episode of Brooklyn Boys.
Radio.
Radio.
Here you go.
Back at you once again.
Yo, what's poppin', my G?
What's good, man?
My arms hurt. Ah!
What's good?
My arms yesterday, man. My shit stay sore as hell, bro.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I walked by the bathroom mirror and saw Homer Simpson earlier. I think it's time for me to go back to the gym. I looked in the mirror and I heard Homer go, dope! Yeah. But you know what? I want to wait till it warm up because I want to get back out there and start running and all of that.
We gotta start doing that now, though, so you can look good for the summer.
I know. I thought about it, man.
Well, they say this week is gonna be a nice week, so you can start this week.
Yeah, I might just do. I may even start tomorrow. Who knows?
Nah, that's a good thing.
I need to get back on it.
That's a good thing. How was your weekend?
How was my weekend? My weekend was good. You know, I started a new endeavor, a new creative endeavor.
You want to share, or you just saying it's in the
Yeah, I'm writing my third book.
Okay.
I'm writing my third book. I decided to write a dating guide for modern day women, about modern day dating.
This nigga don't even get no bitches, but
Listen. At the end of the day, I hear what
I'm
you're
joking,
saying.
man.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
Yo, bro, I'm not going back and forth with you. Yeah.
I'm only serious, my nigga.
Yeah, but yeah. So
I'm only serious. Go ahead.
I'm like 103 pages in already.
Yo, we gotta dye that beard, bro.
No. Why?
That shit mad gray, man.
Yeah, I mean,
It's summertime. You could be Santa in the winter.
who knows? Maybe in a month and a half. You know how I am, bro. I let that shit rock for like 6 months, then one day I wake up, I'm like, I'm over it.
I done my shit.
I
I don't got that much like you though, but I dye every motherfucking grain that come in this motherfucker.
Look, I can appreciate it, and then sometimes, you know, I'm like, all right, let me go back to the young or no gray Mo. You know, but for right now, I'm enjoying the Papa Smurf look.
Papa Smurf, Papa Perk. Listen.
And my special person likes it, so hey, it is what it is.
Okay, I knew there's a reason. Anyway. Yo, I had an eventful weekend. Went on a crazy date this weekend, bro.
Okay. How you went on a date when you don't get no?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I was out, I was out doing some things, and I met a young lady a couple of weeks ago, and she kind of like just was staring at me, and I stared at her, and like then she gets steps like, you know how them girls do with their head, like, well, what you looking at?
Yeah, what you looking at? Yeah.
So I got up, so I went, and as soon as I got up, she was at the place, and she walked behind the counter, and she came over to me. But she was like, hello, like, you know what I'm saying? But I knew like she had a crazy accent. So I said something back to her. She's like, "Okay." She didn't speak no English.
So she's Spanish?
Spanish. She didn't speak no English. So she just gave me her phone, like, put your number in my phone type shit. I was like, all right, this is kind of, you know what I mean? Different than moving fast. Guess she had to get back to work. So she gave me a number. And, she called me up. Well, she called me, like, basically speaking Spanish. I'm like, yo, I don't speak Spanish. You know what I'm saying? So then she's like, okay, I text you, right? So she started texting me. I guess she had like a translation app, you know what I'm saying?
Google Translate.
Yeah, so I go on the translation app and we having a conversation. Long story short, we meet up. You know what I mean? Like after a couple of days we meet up and shit, right? So we go out, we hang out. It was the craziest date ever. Because I don't speak Spanish and she don't speak any English. So we Google Translate the whole date, bro.
Was it still flowing though? Or was it?
Yeah, but I feel like Google Translate was like a cock blocker, like it was just in the middle, like the referee, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait, you go. No, wait, you go. That's how the Google Translate kind of went. Pretty girl, nice girl, had a good time. You know what I'm saying? She was like, we kissing and hugging and stuff like that, and she telling me what to do, and she like.
Did she kiss you in Spanish or in English?
English.
Okay.
She's like pointing to my lips with a put it. I'm pointing to her lips with a put it. You know what I'm saying? Can't speak, so we got to use sign language. It was different, man. It was
Get it how you live it.
Man, it was different, man. It was different, man. But that Google Translate, man, it was crazy.
Most importantly, did you enjoy the date?
Yeah, nah, it was cool. It was cool. It was different, bro. It was different, bro.
But did you enjoy it?
I think so. I think it was cool. Man.
Do you plan on seeing her again?
Yeah, I'll see her again. Definitely. I'll see her again. She's a nice lady. I don't know how long it could last, though. Like, you know what I mean?
I think that's up to you and that little blue pill.
Yo, next conversation, bro. I'm out of here, bro. This guy's crazy. This guy, and you really set me up for that too.
You set yourself up for that.
I felt like you really was like, yo, I'm gonna use this little blue pill thing with him.
Yo.
Listen, you ever pop one of those?
No.
I popped one of those before.
For real?
It's too much, bro.
I was about to ask you. Like,
It's way too much.
I heard like.
First of all, the first time I took one, almost killed me. It gave you the worst headache you ever had in your life. It does what it's supposed to do, but the headache that you go through with it is ridiculous.
Ain't
bro.
worth it.
It ain't worth it. Then somebody say, nah, you ain't supposed to take it like that. Try half of one. So you know my dumb ass, you know what I go do? I go back for a second time around. Try it again. Still got the headache, not as bad, but it does work, but it's just too much, bro. Like it's too much. Nobody should be fucking that long, bro. Like nobody should be fucking that long, bro. Like I don't know if it's because I'm young and I don't need it, but it's too long, bro.
I was just about to say, you know what's crazy? Women these days don't really be on it for like long sessions.
Yeah, they can't
yo.
take that shit. No,
they be like, I don't need all of that. Like, yo.
And then they be getting sore and shit.
Yeah.
You try to go back for a second because now you got that shit and you got the blue pill in you. Your shit's still like, nah, I want some more. Your dick chafe, all kind of shit, and you still go back for more punishment. You bust one, you come back for another one. Then you might sleep after that and drink some water. But then while you sleeping, like it's just like this all night long. It's like,
well, that's how it go down.
Nah, it's bad, bro. It's a bad bag of
So
dope.
you was on the phone with the little blue pill people talking about it can't go down. What do I do?
Nah.
At 3 o'clock in the morning.
Nah, TMI. But the first time, yo, I had to beat it off a couple of times to get it out, man. Like that shit was crazy. I had to beat it off, man, because it was just too. It was too crazy. It's like, yo,
do me a favor, y'all, because I feel like sometimes the conversation on this show gets a little.
Yeah, we talking, bro.
Gets a little too much. Could y'all let us know in the comments if y'all think that.
Why I get too much? I'm trying to express myself to my homie and let you know what's
you
happening.
You said why it gets too much. Do you know what TMI stands for? Too much information.
I only said that because that's what they say, but I'm trying to share what's going on with
Let us know in the comments if y'all think sometimes Styles gives a little too much information.
I'm trying to tell y'all what not to do to yourself, brothers out there, because that shit, you're going to have a beat-off session like crazy after that one, my nigga, because that first pill, that solid one I took, bro, I must have beat off like 3-4 times. Like, please go down, stop. Like, all right, I'm already.
Styles said he had to sleep on his back.
Like, I laid on my stomach and had a kickstand. That shit ain't no good, bro. Like, yeah, it ain't no good, bro. If you too young, if you too old, like too young taking that shit, be careful, bro. Slow down. Take a quarter of the pill, baby. Maybe you can take a quarter of it. Don't take a half. That shit.
If you young, why are you even taking the blue pill?
Because you know you want to be.
Because at my age, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you still try to. Yeah, I'm gonna go all night. Especially, you know, when I took it, when I had like a new piece. You know what I'm saying?
So you just wanted to wild out.
You want to wild out, like, yeah, I'm going in, like, you know what I'm saying? Wifey at home, you're not wilding out, like, yeah, you can take that shit. But a new piece, you try to, you know what I'm saying? So
finish her.
Yeah, that shit finish you, nigga. My penis hurt and my hand hurt after that day, my nigga. Fuck you.
Crazy. This guy's crazy.
I'm just being honest, man. I'm just being honest. I don't even know where I want to start at today, bro. There's so much little bullshit out here in the world.
It's so much drama in the LBC.
Listen, anyway, real quick. So, by the time this airs, I think the solar eclipse will probably happen already. But everybody's talking about the solar eclipse. You heard about it?
Yeah, I heard about all the things that
they got
phones may not work, and you should prepare and have, you know, the end of the world, your end of the world bag, have your fuel tank filled up, have food stocked.
They saying it's supposed to be some biblical things happening after that, like some not good things happening after that. I don't know how true none of
I'm
this
looking
is.
forward to seeing that happen.
Well, I also seen people say you can start giving some affirmations while it's going on for yourself. It might bring in some other good things coming to you. So, look, man, Niagara Falls just declared a state of emergency for the eclipse, not because nothing happened, because they got over 1 million people that's supposed to show up. They closed
And
the
Niagara Falls?
Yeah,
Why, that's like
so
one of the best places to view it or something?
I don't know. Yeah, I
Because
guess
I'm
so.
watching it right from the deck.
Yeah. So
Listen.
yeah, put on your glasses. Make sure you got safety. A lot of schools across different states are closing schools. A lot of jobs are closing that day because of the melee that's going to be
I think
going
that'd be a great day since everybody will be looking at the sky for the aliens to make their appearance.
Shit, it'd be a
And
great,
if it happens, you heard it here first.
listen, it'd be a great day for Moe to start robbing people while y'all looking up.
Listen,
Go back to your old
I
state.
don't do those things. I am a law-abiding citizen.
So, you know, it'd be a great day. Yeah, so be careful on the eclipse. Hopefully this come out right before that and y'all get to, you know, yeah, let me know what's happening and if what happened to your experience, why the eclipse happened, you know what I'm saying? So we shall see. It's the 8th, April 8th. It's supposed to be happening around 2:30, I think.
In the afternoon?
I think it's 2:30. I don't know what time it is exactly, but I think it's around 2:30 it's supposed to be happening. Y'all don't quote me on that, look it up.
I'll set up my cameras, be the first on YouTube, get 1 million views.
Shit, you're gonna have you and 5 other million people happening. But other news, Vladimir Putin, Russia's president, told us something that I think me and Mo knew for years, right?
Is he the president or the dictator?
No, he's the president. Vladimir Putin.
When is he getting out of office?
I don't think never, bro.
All right, then he's not he's a dictator.
He's the president. They do different things out differently there. He says Jesus is black. He recently revealed a bunch of pictures that they had and a bunch of portraits of old saints, Jesus, and they were all black that they had for years that they took out their Russian vaults. And these predate some of the oldest pictures or some of the oldest Bibles. What's the matter?
So Vladimir Putin literally did what the Europeans did and discovered America, because all he did was say some news that we already knew.
You're right. You're right. But yeah, so listen, I know everybody been distracted by P. Diddy and everybody else. I guess they didn't want to put Vladimir Putin news out there that Jesus is black, which we already knew, but I hope the people that didn't know now know it, and yeah, it might, hopefully it shifts the world a little bit, that y'all know where you really
That
come
shit
from.
ain't shifting. Nada.
Big up to Jesus.
Jesus.
What? What you just said?
Jesus. That's Jesus in Spanish. That was it.
Jesus?
That was me paying homage to your Spanish date. Just in case she's watching. Jesus.
Okay. I don't know if I want to do news or, this is interesting too. Quick question. If a woman is late to a date, or she cancels a date, or two, should she be liable to pay for the next date?
I think no one's liable. No one's obligated to do anything. I think even with men, when it comes to chivalry, we do things not because we're obligated, we do things out of etiquette, right? So we do things out of consideration. If, for instance, I remember went on a date with a young lady years ago, spent the night at my house. She had parked outside, her car got towed, right? I took her to the tow yard and I paid for the tow fee. And was I obligated to do it? No. But for me, it's just etiquette. You understand? So for me, I don't think that she's obligated or she has to, but I think that there's etiquette. If she has consideration and she thinks that that's what she should do, then, you know, it would be appreciated. But I do also know that the way that a lot of men are, the offer to reimburse you would be enough. And he'd be like, nah, I'm good, man. I don't even worry about it.
Not me. I'm taking that money.
Hey.
Nah, this is what I would say. I've been in a situation where a woman kind of like, we made plans 2 or 3 times, even made reservations and missed them more times. And she was like, yo, the next time we go out, I got you, it's on me. I let her pay for it.
Yeah, but see, but that's different.
Yeah.
What you were talking about is, let's say, if you know how some high-end places, in order for you to place the reservation, you might have to leave a deposit.
Deposit, okay.
And if you don't show up, that deposit, they keep it. You understand? So I'm talking about as far as her reimbursing you in some way.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't. I'd be like, nah.
Yeah, because in a situation like that, just her offering, like,
Well, I'll be cool the first time. The second time, I wouldn't be cool. Nah, I'm taking that money back.
well, I'll be honest,
After, yeah, you do that.
and you ain't standing me up more than 2 times.
Yeah.
Like,
You're right about that.
you might not even, well, you'll get away with the first because, you know, things happen. But after the second time, yeah, like, nah, we not doing that.
Yeah, but if she's late, she should like at least like get you a drink from the bar or something.
Never
She
thought,
like an hour late, you just sitting
an
there
hour
waiting.
late, I'm not.
Yeah,
Have I ever sat there for an hour?
I sat there for at least a half an hour before and be like, yo,
No, I've sat for, I don't think I've ever sat for an hour though. Have I? I don't think so. I could be wrong. No, I don't think I have.
I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second, Swell. Because I'm trying to see where I want to jump to. All right, come here.
3, 2, 1.
It's a celebrity news. I seen a crazy interview with Jordan Lucas the other day, where he basically was saying that you know, the things that he was going through in his past, people shitting on him, doubting him, counting
People
him
that he
out,
cared for,
people that he cared about,
backstabbing him.
doing all kind of crazy stuff to him. He decided to change, and he said it wasn't for the better that he changed. He actually became worse, and he was like a good guy, but he came like a, now basically saying fuck you to everybody, don't give everybody a chance, shit like that. And I found it interesting. I found it sad, honestly, when I saw it, because you know, it's this thing that I tell people all the time, Mo. You shouldn't ever let people change you. Never let people take away your innocence or something that's beautiful inside of you. You know what I mean? I was disappointed because I like Jordan Lucas, but to me, you know, and it's no disrespect to him, that's just weakness to me. Like, when you allow people to change you, or you allow people to take what was so dope and special about you, now taking something that people done to you, and you might get some fuel from that to become better, but to become worse and say, nah, I'm a worse version of me, and I just thought that was kind of crazy, man.
You know, when you're born, God puts all these beautiful things in your heart. And throughout the course of your life, the devil does everything that he can to remove those things. You know, life puts in every effort to beat those good things out of you. And to allow yourself to be changed in that way, what you're basically doing is you letting the devil win. You know, the same people who did you wrong, you're allowing yourself to become them. There's nothing wrong with going through these things and getting to a point where you feel like, okay, I need to add a level of protection to myself so I don't allow myself to continue to go through those things. But to allow those things to affect you to a point where you kind of kill the good in you, I don't agree with. And I agree with you where it sort of makes you weak to a degree. It makes you weak because it takes much more to be a good person than it does to be a fucked up person. It's easy to be a fucked up person because the only thing you have to care about is yourself. The only thing you have to worry about is self-gain. You understand? Good people, it takes sacrifice. You know, so no matter what the situation is, you know, the messed up people may think that they get away with so much, but the truth is the truly strong are the good people in this world, because to remain good in this world filled with all these underhanded people with no principle, no code, is a very difficult task.
Yeah, man. I just, you know, like I said, once again, I like Jonah, but yeah, I didn't like the answer he gave. You know, and that's his truth, though. You know what I mean? I just disagree with it. You know, I just tell people out there, please don't let people take away the beauty that's inside of you. I don't care how much they beat you up, how much they done you dirty. You know, always learn the lesson, but remain you in that lesson. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't guard yourself or shield yourself, but try to remain who God made you to be, man. And if that's special and that's beautiful, don't become ugly because somebody makes you ugly.
Even if it's pretty ugly.
You know what I mean? I also seen an interesting conversation also from Slim Thug. He was basically saying anybody that identifies themselves as being a gangster is emotional.
Not anybody. He said a lot of the guys,
Guys, okay.
yeah, who identify
As
themselves
being
as
a
gangsters
gangster.
actually just emotional.
And he was like, yeah, he said for me, basically, he's like, yo, for me, I'm not risking my life for nobody. You're not risking my freedom. He said, you know, you might go out to the club and you might meet the like, you know, the AD dude from the other neighborhood who just need attention or who just act crazy all the time. And you bump into him in the club and he going wild crazy. And then you put hands on him or you basically you shoot him or kill him because you had an emotional spat with him, and now you going to jail for this guy who does this shit all the time in the neighborhood. So I kind of got what he was talking about. Like, I do feel like I've seen a lot of guys, street dudes, and you know, even myself when I was younger, just breed off of emotion. Like, we get angry or somebody bump us, and a lot of niggas lost their life because of that type of shit.
I mean, I've been saying it for quite some time. I think it's two things. When you're talking about, like, I could think about a lot of dudes back in the day who not only were they emotional, but a lot of dudes had mental illness. You had a lot of dudes that were borderline retarded, bro, that were
Can't
gangsters.
use that word anymore.
Okay. You had a lot of dudes that were borderline, you know, not quite there. Like, you had the dudes that were bipolar, schizophrenic, and how people pretty much saw it was that they were, you know, super gangster because they were making emotional decisions and they were reacting emotionally to things that if you looked at it through a logical lens really didn't make sense. That's the one thing that, looking back in hindsight, that doesn't make sense about the hood, how you celebrate someone for being a madman, right? You celebrate someone
100%.
for being crazy, like somebody steps on a guy's sneaker and he shoots the guy and everybody with him, right? And it's like, yo, wow, this guy's really tough. And it's like, no, bro, like that's the R word that I used. Like, it logically, it doesn't make sense. It's not worth it. And truthfully, if you want me to be honest with you, a lot of those reactions stem from fear. They stem from the fear of losing the reputation that this person has. And, you know, me and Monty was talking about this not too long ago. Yo, it is exhausting to be a tough guy in the hood. And the reason being is because at no point, it's like you have to keep paying rent to be on this tough level, right? And every time somebody does the littlest thing to you, you have to overreact to keep this goddamn reputation. Like, it's exhausting, you know what I mean? But I agree with Slim Thug. You know, a lot of emotional dudes and a lot of dudes that are dealing with mental illness, and because of that, you know, they react illogically and it's looked at as gangsta.
Well, I would tell you this, just to sum it up. There's a lot of dudes in jail right now. If they could take that shit back, of some of the emotional things that they done out of just pure emotional, right? Some of the things they did out of an argument, of a split second of anger, they probably would take it back.
You know what this remind me of? Remember that episode of Money and Violence? When Shane was hiding from Miz because he got robbed for the work, and Rafe bumped into Shane, and he was like, what happened to your leg? Because Shane had got shot trying to rob dude. And he was like, yo, what happened? Like, what would a dude have that's so valuable that you would try to rob him on your own block? And Shane was like, nah, I was in front of the building, and when he walked by, he said, fuck you looking at? And I was already having a bad day, so I just reacted. And Rafe was like, slow down, bro. Like, what you did, that was an emotional decision. As you get older, emotional decisions are more costly. And exactly what you said, he told Shane, like, there's a lot of dudes under the jail because of emotions.
Emotion, yeah, 100%.
You know? So I said that back in 2015.
This guy's crazy. This guy's crazy. Yo, it's some crazier news too. I know I got a lot of news stories today. I saw this one and this was kind of funny to me. It's serious, but it's funny. So somebody's calling around to like different businesses. This happened to be a Burger King, but this also happened to like another Burger King in a different company. Basically, they call on the phone like they some public officials like a fire.
They said they were the
chief.
fire. They were the fire department.
And they like, yo,
There's
listen,
a gas leak.
It's a gas leak. You got to hurry up and break all the windows.
All the places
store.
gonna blow up.
All the places gonna blow up. People gonna lose their life. So the workers go out and start breaking
all the windows.
Right? They even had one guy from one of the Burger Kings drive his car into the window.
Yo,
it's funny.
You don't understand why I'm laughing.
But it's funny, but I'm laughing because if you knew anything about gas, right? So I had to take a course on, like, I was working this job a couple years ago with dealing with like gas leaks and stuff like that. So anything about gas, the first thing you're not supposed to do is open the window. You know how when you smell gas and people open the window? No, because if it's an explosion, the oxygen breathes the fire. It makes it even
makes
bigger.
the fire even more, yeah.
So you're not supposed to open the windows just to get out the place. So for me to know that and then seeing people breaking the windows, that's a cruel prank to do with somebody. These workers was really breaking them. Y'all got to look at the video.
So number one, I think these days the pranks are getting out of hand. But the reason I laughed is because in my teenage years, I was the biggest prankster in the world. Well, I was the biggest prankster in the world. So you know when I was young in my teenage years, I used to wear a lot of polo. So there was this dude on my block. Yo, T-Bob, what up? There was this dude on my block named T-Bob. And I remember he came to my house and he's like, yo, man, you always got the fly polo stuff. And I was like, yeah, bro, there's this store called Jiggy's that I be getting polo for like $5. So he's like, what? So I'm like, yeah. So he's like, come on, bro, you got to put me on. So I said, all right, cool. You got to take the D train to Atlantic, catch the 4 train, headed uptown, catch it to the last stop. When you get, and I remember this word for word. I said, when you get out the train station, look across the street and you're going to see a bus. Catch that bus to the last stop. And across the street, you go see this store called Jiggy's. So like 3 days later, he come back to my crib. Yo, man, you a messed up dude. You a messed up dude, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yo, you a messed up dude. You sent me all the way out there, it was a lie. I said, what do you mean it was a lie? I said, where'd you go? What'd you do? He's like, bro, I took the D train, the Atlantic, I caught the 4 train going uptown, took it to the last stop, came outside, and then saw the bus across the street, took the bus to the last stop. There was no Jiggy's there. I said, wait a minute. You took the bus going to the left? He said, yeah. I said, bro, you're supposed to take the bus going to the right. He went back.
Yo, you your friends is dumb and you dumb.
No, bro.
Yo,
you don't understand.
Yo, this dude, what's wrong with you, man?
Yo, bro, you don't understand. Yo, I used to terrorize my friends, bro. Yo,
this dude is crazy.
I would call and pretend like I was the D's and tell them like, yo, your son got caught with a gun. Dudes will come home, they pants are flip on them. Oh my God.
Yeah, you devious, bro. Friends like you who need enemies.
It was all the fun and games.
Who need enemies. Yo, I got a quick question for you. Now, this question, I know last week we talked about, will we have sex with our girls on their period? Mm-hmm. Would you go down on your girl on her period?
Nah.
Yeah, nah. I ain't doing that.
And it's not because, bro, I just wouldn't even think about it.
A girl asked me that the other day, yo, it's cool if a guy eats you on your period. What? Like, who even thinks so? Who says that?
That's what I'm saying. The thought doesn't really come to my mind. Like,
yo, Tico probably do. Tico eat anything. Tico.
Tico.
What's he? You eat your girl on her period? No. He said, yeah, he done it before. So Tico be out here.
Yo, Swizzle, when you edit the shows, whenever somebody's talking in the background, just put it in the caption. Put the captions. Yo, so people can hear so people can understand what they're saying.
Listen, whenever he put in this caption, I'm telling you this right now. Tico said, yeah, he would eat you on your period. So if you want
Tico said his favorite rock band is Burnt Nickels.
The nigga said that shit tastes like red velvet cake. So guess what?
Oh, this guy crazy.
Tico will go down on you on your period. So, and that's period. You know what I'm saying? Tico, I got this question for you though. This seemed like more of a Suave question. I can see Suave saying yes to this. Would you have sex with a stud? I'm having sex with a stud. If she's cute.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen.
You about to say
I've seen like 1 or 2 attractive studs in my life, bro. You know, you know those studs, like those 1 or 2 in your life that you've seen that you like. Shorty, why are you gay?
If she bad, I'm giving it to the stud. And I'm beating her up while I'm doing it because she ain't gonna think she beating my ass, neither. I ain't playing that shit. She ain't fucking me up. I'm tougher, nigga. Fuck that, nigga.
There was this chick that I used to work with at a point in time named Crystal.
Hold up.
And Crystal was bad as hell, bruh. Like, Crystal was real pretty. And I remember, like, 5 years later, I was out in the city and I bumped into Crystal, and she was a stud, bruh. Like, dressed in big jeans and a button-down shirt and, you know, masculine swag and all of that. And I was just like, Crystal, what the hell you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Because Crystal was real pretty.
So let me ask you this. If a stud have sex with a dude, is she really a stud?
Maybe she's bisexual. That makes her bisexual.
Is there such thing as a bisexual stud? I don't know. I'm asking. They got so many different things out here. I don't know. Like,
I guess. Bro, I don't know.
yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, don't answer that because we might be in trouble. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
In trouble
She
for
be like,
what?
"Yo,
You
come here."
bisexual stud.
You my nigga. That's crazy. Yo, what's one of the hardest addictions you ever had to stop doing, or one of the hardest things to quit, you think?
Well, I don't have an addictive personality, so
You're right.
I don't. Like,
Okay.
things ain't really difficult for me to stop. But if I had to say what's one of the hardest drugs to quit, I would probably say crack. By what I've seen.
I'm about to ask you, smoke crack?
No,
Like, what? He said that like he knew, like he
no,
was a
because
personal
I grew up
crackhead. Like,
I grew up on like one of the biggest, crack blocks in Flatbush.
I have a whole totally different answer. I would tell you sugar. I would tell you.
I would tell you sugar. Yo.
Now, yeah, I thought you were supposed to talk about what you
Oh, you said drugs.
Yeah, no, I didn't say nothing about drug. I said, what's one of the hardest habits to kick?
Oh,
I
my
would tell you
bad.
sugar. I would tell you pussy. I would
My
tell you all that
bad.
kind of shit. Like,
My bad.
those two things are very
My
hard for
bad.
me.
I thought you meant drugs.
Nah, those two things are very hard for me. Pussy and sugar. Like I don't know how to quit both.
Like I
those
said, I don't have an addictive personality.
Yeah,
But what's something that's hard for me? I'm thinking.
Well, why he thinks? Y'all tell us some things. Leave some things in the comments. But like, what's some of the
Yo,
personal things
Crack.
that's hard for you to kick? Habits that's hard, maybe hard for y'all to kick. Let us know in the comments, please.
He said sugar.
Yeah, sugar's my thing. Cake, cookies is. I'm like, oh God, Jesus, man. That shit is worse than crack, bro. It's hard and it's more easier to get to. You can cop it without getting in trouble. We ain't going to jail. You can go to any store right now and cop cookies. Ain't nobody gonna arrest you.
He
bro.
said you could cop cookies. Ain't nobody gonna arrest you.
Nobody gonna arrest you. So cookies, sugar, cake, all that shit is hard for me, bro. I be having a hard time. I'm gonna give a RIP to Louis Gossett Jr.
An Officer and a Gentleman.
Yes.
Used to be one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I grew up on Louis Gossett Jr., man. He was in a lot of shows. For a while, it felt like Louis Gossett Jr. was the only black man acting at one time.
He's one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, at one time, man. So shout out to Louis Gossett Jr. And thank you for all the...
Stop shouting out dead people. Rest in peace, Lou Gossett.
Okay, rest in peace, Louis Gossett Jr., man. And
Condolences to his
your
loved
family,
ones.
yeah. And shout out to all the work that you've done, man, and all the stuff that you contribute for us as well. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to figure this thing out real quick. I just see something kind of interesting, though. Also, seeing Will Smith for Celebrity News, he said he wished that everybody can experience basically having anything that you
Success and wealth.
what you wanted, right, at your fingertips. You can have any relationship you want. You can have any TV, car, house. You can go anywhere on the planet. He said all that. He said because he wished people could experience that because you can have all that to your access and still not be happy.
Because what you'll realize is none of that stuff makes you happy. And I think I feel it's the absolute truth. And the reason being is because you think about anything that you want in life. Once you acquire it, after a while, it doesn't really bring you happiness anymore. You understand? And I think that's one of the things with relationships. I try my best to constantly remind myself of how I felt for that person at the beginning and before I had them. You understand? So, because after you're with somebody for a while, it becomes routine, it becomes mundane at times. And a lot of times I try to take myself back to those moments, and it's like, yo, remember how you used to see this person before they were yours. You understand what I mean?
Oh, sorry. Let me
Yeah. So I honestly think it's a flaw of the human condition. It's just a character trait of being a human being that you can't want anything that you have, right? Because to want something is to not possess it. And once you have it, you no longer want it. You know, so when you get to the point that you've had every and anything that you want in this world, you come to realize that, oh wow, like this is a constant. It doesn't matter whether I wanted a pair of sneakers. It's the same thing as if I wanted a car and I get that car, or if I wanted a house and I finally get that house. After a while, it doesn't really do anything for me anymore.
Well, I don't know if I said it here, but I know I put it on Instagram. I think I said it here either last week or week before last. It's like love, right? Love is a choice. It's not a feeling, it's a choice. You have to choose to want to love or to be in love. And happiness is also a choice. Just because you have everything that you have at your fingertips, you have to choose to be happy. If you don't choose happiness for yourself, despite if you don't have it or if you do have it, you're going to be miserable. And happiness is one of those things I just feel like it's a choice.
And one last thing, I also think that's why it's very important to operate from a place of gratitude, because I think that's what brings the happiness, right? Once the excitement is gone, the gratitude, you know, to the universe or to the Most High for allowing you to acquire that thing, that's kind of what keeps you there.
100%. 100%. Be happy with yourself, man, and be happy what you give to others.
Yep.
Yo, quick question, man. I saw this thing with Lil Bootsy the other day. You know, I thought it was interesting. He was saying that guys that paint their nails are gay. What do you think about that? Like paint their nails in colors. That's what he was saying.
I don't think that necessarily makes you gay. I think that we live in a world that's ever changing. I think that people that are growing up in this world in the last 20 years have a totally different experience than we did. I feel like culture has shifted, culture has changed, and people see things differently. I don't think that painting your nails makes you gay. Is it something that I would do? No, it's not my thing. But I don't think that just because someone, I don't think that painting your nails makes you any gayer than, you know, sometimes if I run out of cologne, my girl's perfume, it smells really good. I like Gucci Rush. And or certain perfumes, I may like, okay, I'll spray this on for the day. I don't think that makes me gay.
He's gay.
You know?
Metrosexual would be me. But yeah, I think, you know, I agree with Boosie just a little bit. And when I mean agree with him a little bit, every dude I know that paint their nails a different color, they may not be gay, but they a little freaky. They kind of different, bro. They got a little, you know, twang in their step, something happening, bro. I don't know. Maybe because me, I wouldn't paint my nails. I'm not going outside with red fingernails.
So
I'm not going outside with that, like I just can't see it, bro.
Let's decipher the difference between oh, that's gay and you're gay. I think that's two totally different things.
What do you mean?
Oh,
that's gay. Like the action is gay.
That's
okay,
gay and you're gay.
Okay,
it's two totally different things.
Okay,
you understand what I'm saying?
I thought you were trying to call me gay. I was ready to fight. I was ready to jump on the chair and fight you.
So whereas,
I'm like, hey, you're gay.
Yeah. So whereas,
your smile, is he bugging the fuck out?
So whereas to a degree, yeah, painting your nails, that might be gay, but it doesn't mean you're gay.
You're gay. Okay.
You know?
I can agree with that. That's a good one. I can agree with that. Well, that's gay if you paint your nails. Yeah, I don't know. It just don't make sense to me. Why would you come outside as a dude? Like, why would you come outside with pink fingernail polish? I don't know. Like,
it all began with the term metrosexual, bro. That's when dudes started really going
that's like
left.
Over the top.
But this is what I'm saying. You got to understand, like the term metrosexual every 10 years evolved and evolved.
Yo, ladies, y'all like when heterosexual men paint their nails?
Ladies,
pink and red.
Do y'all
and black?
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Do you like when men paint their nails? Do you like when your boyfriend comes over and your favorite nail polish is now missing?
I want to know. Yeah, please let us know. Please let us know. Did you see this shit what's happening in New York, man? I'm so disappointed. The random white women was
Getting
being punched in
in
their
the
face.
It's crazy.
And homeboy was from East New York.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
And
man. Why
he had ran for office.
Huh?
He had ran for office in the past. That's the crazy thing.
Word?
Yeah.
He must have had a mental break. The white people must have did something crazy to him.
I don't know, man, but it's
You can't
like,
just, you know.
even if they did, yo, bro,
can't
taking that out on
can't take it at random innocent people, bro.
women, like taking it out on women to begin with, like that in itself
That's
is
crazy.
like, come on, bro, you tripping.
Some of the audio shit, I ain't gonna lie, that was definitely laughing. Not of the action.
You saw the lady that had a jaw wired?
That was crazy. And she was like, yo, I'm scared. I felt bad for her. She's like, yo, I'm not walking next to no man. That's the part I didn't like. But I heard some audio of some of the women, and they was the way they were just talking about it, I was like, yo, why she sound like that? But the action was not, you ain't supposed to do no shit like that.
It's traumatizing though. You
Oh,
have
no,
to
definitely.
understand.
Yeah, you saw the lady on the train that she started to, see, I'm laughing because I think it's ridiculous, but it's not. I understand her. She got a,
Oh, and she had the lock.
the lock.
She put the bicycle chain.
But around her waist,
Listen,
so nobody could push her on the tracks.
And it's sad that that's the world that we live in.
We
but
live in, right? That's crazy. I thought it was funny. I'm like, yo, that's kind of.
But it's smart. It's also smart.
Smart. It's sad though. At the same time, like, yo, that's crazy. That's what
you know, because my daughter, she works in the city now, and the other day, like, she got off at midnight, and like I told her, I said, look, if I can't come pick you up, like, I'm sending you an Uber. You understand? And it's simply because, bro, like, the reality of the world that we live in, and this is another thing that a lot of men don't think of, because we naturally just, in that aspect, have it easier in this world, because, we could come from a club, there could be an issue with the car, we could jump on the train at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, bro, and go home. And we won't even think about getting into something. You get where I'm coming from? But a woman, bro, she can't really do that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a dangerous world, man. and having daughters has allowed me to see the world through a woman's lens, because I'm constantly thinking about the safety of my kids.
Yeah. No, definitely 100%. Real quick thing. Facebook has now sold all their data, their users' data.
The messages,
everything, to all your private messages to Netflix for $100 million. So I know a lot of
Netflix will get my private messages for much cheaper. If you want mine to come.
So first of all, if y'all don't know, when you go online and you see those people or those ads where you ever buy something and they say, yo, give me your email. You ever buy something, they want your email, or they want you to register. All people collect those data and they sell that to people all the time. That stuff is worth so much. Remember when we was doing Money and Violence? Like they was telling us, yo, make sure you get as much data on a person, and that stuff is worth a bunch of money, because probably a company like Netflix may go into all your personal messages and kind of see what people are talking about and start creating content or start selling advertisement geared to that. So that's why they all start sending you things that you like or what you talk about, so they could trigger you to buy it. So that's why they're selling that information. But on the other side of that, AT&T just lost over 73 million former and current users of AT&T lost their data to the black web.
Well, I've never been with AT&T.
So you think they really lost it to the black web, or they sold it under the table? They really, because one sold the data for 100 million, the other one just lost all of it. Like, it's crazy. Be careful, because these phones right here, listen, I be seeing all kind of hacks to turn certain things off. They always listening, and the camera might be always watching you too. So be very, very careful. Suave. That no clock.
Clock about that in 52 seconds.
Count me in, Suave.
3, 2.
Yo, what's some of the things that you think you appreciate more now as you get older?
Family.
Shit, I was gonna say my mom's.
Yeah, family.
Yeah, she told me so much shit that I should have just avoided. this is a word to all the young people out here, man. You know, sometimes I tell my daughter this. The information that I have for you, the information that your mother had for you, if you applied it to your life, and just say you wanted to be a millionaire by 35 or be in a better position by 35, you should get there 5 years earlier if you just listen sometime, bro. And sometimes I wish I just listened with a lot of things. I made a lot of mistakes because, you know, they said a hard head make a soft behind. And, you know, used the time I had to go find out the hard way when people told me certain things. You know, quick story. Remember one time I went to buy a car, right? It was my first car. And my stepdad came home and he was like, yo, I got this Honda for you. It's fully loaded, whatever, it's a used car. It's like $2,500. You should get it, right? Back then it was, you know, used cars were cheaper. So I'm like, nah, it was this kid. He had this 929 Mazda.
It's a bigger car.
That was like the Lexus.
I remember it's a bigger car. It was the 929, the 626, and the Millennia.
It was a luxury of
I remember
of the Mazdas, right? And it had like low profile tires on there, 22-inch rims. And I'm like, nah, I'm getting that car.
It looked like the Infinity.
Yeah, leather, crazy inside. And, you know, I made one of the biggest mistakes of my life, person that car. For that first year, the car couldn't even drive. Low profile tires.
Not good for New York, bro.
Yo, every time I hit a pothole, the rim cracks on me. I was driving around with because it didn't come with a regular spare. It came with a yellow donut. I was driving that shit on a yellow donut for, man, like 19, 20 years old.
And then you know, the donut messes up the suspension because the other tires are different size.
Yo, bro, listen, bro. Like, it was just bad, bro. I learned, you know, I learned how to get around in that car, but it took me a year because I just kept messing it up because it had so many issues. And then every time I had to fix it, it was too expensive. The struts at that time, they was like $500 to fix. Come on, $500
back then.
Back then, you crazy.
For a young guy, like
you probably that's like $2,000 now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was just bad. And if I would just listened and stopped like just going with what I wanted to do all the time and just listen, could have got somewhere so much further, man. And I can tell you, point back to a lot of those things. So if it's something that something that I appreciate now. Some of the words from my mother, and I still kind of, even now, I try to hear her voice when she's still here, thank God, but I try to hear her voice when she would talk to me. Tariq, you shouldn't do that. All right, cool. Or I'll call her, yo, mom, what's up? You know, I mean, that's one of the things I appreciate. So, what do you appreciate from back in the days that you appreciate now that you probably didn't appreciate before?
The same thing.
Spar probably never had nothing in his life anyway, so.
drug money.
Yo. You know what I mean? What's some of the things that you would say that probably would annoy you in a restaurant that you see now? Went to a restaurant the other day, saw something crazy that annoyed me. Like, what's some of the things?
Bad service. Oh, especially when they make you wait too long for your food to come. That's one of the. I think that's one of the most annoying things in a restaurant when, you know, you sitting there for an hour and a half waiting for your goddamn food to come.
I hate when people talk to the waitresses in the way that's crazy. Like, that bothers me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not fond of that.
Especially when you just be nasty for no reason. You know, especially just nasty. You know what else I hate? You know what else I hate? I hate watching. Y'all gonna be mad at this one. I hate when I see dudes on a date with their chicks. And they chick get up from the table, and she got like the one piece on, or she got the half a belly shirt, and her stomach like this big, and like, or she got the onesie on, and she look like an ant, 'cause the stomach out this way, the ass this way. Yo, why would you take her outside? Like, why you didn't say, yo, babe, don't put that shit on, bro?
'Cause she'd have snuffed him.
Yo, some of y'all gotta be honest with yourself, bro. Like, when I look crazy, Mo be like, yo, Styles, you gotta take that off.
Take that off,
like,
bro.
Come on, man. Like, that's crazy. Y'all gotta start telling y'all ladies something outside, bro.
Not the women. They be like, yes.
You look good,
They
girl.
be like, yes.
Stop lying to her, man. Stop lying to her, man. Don't lie to her. You know what else I hate? I hate when people make their kids run around restaurants, too.
Oh, yeah. I hate when kids have no manners, bro.
Bro, I hate that.
Kid be jumping off chairs, jumping off the bar.
Grab your kid, bro. Grab your kid. Please grab your kid. I hate that, man. Talking about restaurants. Also, I seen this week that Uber Eats is going to be going up to almost $20.
Drivers are getting a
from
raise.
$5.39 an hour to 20. I'm not clapping my hands for that shit. Uber Eats now is you buy something for $14, that shit is $36. Like if you go up to 20, I want to know.
But it's fine because if that's the case, then
Nah,
don't order
bro.
Uber Eats, man.
Guess what?
The people have to have a living wage,
Nah,
bro.
I hear you, bro. But what I'm saying to you, from 5:30, yo, son, that's a jump, my dude. That's $15, bro.
I agree.
So what we saying is, people gonna stop using Uber Eats, then they're not gonna have a jump.
But what I'm also saying is Uber Eats is a luxury, bro. You know these
Oh,
people.
I'm not saying it's
these
not.
people are slaving making all these deliveries every day, man.
Yeah, I
I'm
just
proud
wanna
to
know
hear
what-
that they're gonna
yeah.
get a better wage, man.
Yo, bro, I'm not mad at that shit, but I'm telling you, they not getting no more tip, bro. You know that shit they do you 15%, 20%?
They may not get as big as a tip or tips anymore, but
Yeah,
at least they're guaranteed.
You getting $15 more money, bro.
But they're
Yo, you
guaranteed
order
to
Uber
make.
Eats, it's
you
not
know?
even worth it no more. That shit.
Cause bro, $5.39 an hour
Yo, nah,
in
I'm not-
2024 is
No,
crazy.
Mo, I'm not telling you that.
It's
not really, but it's
crazy.
not $5.29 an hour though. Hold on, time out. You ever get your Uber Eats and you look at your Uber Eats and it says, oh, they got 2 more deliveries before yours. So in that hour, they doing 3 or 4 deliveries in that hour, right? They doing a couple of so
No,
they get paid from every one of those deliveries.
They get yes, but what I'm saying is it's the same thing like bartenders. Bartenders make their money off of tips, right? But bartenders' hourly wage be like $4 an hour. You understand? So if that's why a lot of bartenders and waitresses get offended, you know what I mean, when people don't tip, because people be like, oh well, you working, you get an hourly wage. But what people don't understand is their hourly wage is absolutely nothing. They really living off of these tips. You know, so to hear that their hourly wage is going to go up, is going to almost be tripled.
In LA right now, McDonald's is raising their workers to $20 an hour in LA, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Uber Eats is kind of crazy, but yeah, how bad you go get your money, man? I'm not mad at that, but yeah, that Uber Eats is too much, man. I can't take Uber Eats no more, man. I'm gonna have to start going back in the days. Call your little brother or something. Tell him to go to the store for you. Pick some up for you. That's what you're gonna have to start doing. And Netflix is now putting out a new Good Times. I saw the trailer for this. I don't understand why they named this as Good Times. It's like
I think that has nothing to do with
I think they just put that name
to do with Good Times, and I'm not fond of it, bro. Because at the end of the day, it's more white created content that misrepresents.
I think Steph Curry, they got him as like the executive.
Of course,
producer.
he's the
face.
He's the face. But at the end of the day, you know, you got young baby that's a drug dealer. Like it's just, bro. It's more. What do you call that? Buffoonery, man.
Yeah, but that's what's on there, man. That's definitely on there.
But Money and Violence can't get on Netflix. It's crazy.
That's what's on there. So real quick, you ready for a Dusty shout out to end the show?
Who's the Dusty shout out to?
We got a Dusty shout out, man. Yo, time out, Suave. I don't really got one. I'm just gonna end it with one. I'm gonna make up some shit.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
I always make them up.
This guy's crazy. Do what you do.
Nah, nigga. Some of them, not all of them. I'm trying to think of one real quick.
This guy's crazy.
I got one. All right, cool. You ready? Come in, Suave.
3, 2, 1.
So I think we're gonna end the show on a Dusty shout out. So this Dusty shout out comes from a viewer named Ty. Ty says to tell his homie Rick, anytime you borrow his car, please put back gas in his car. He also says, better yet, once you get your own car and stop asking for his car every time you gotta go take your girl out or your mom's to the grocery store or even pick your kids up from after school. He don't wanna have to be putting more gas in the car when you borrow his car, and he need his car to do what he needs for him to do. So, Rick, Ty is asking you, one, to put gas back in his car if he lends you his car, but two, don't even ask for the car altogether. So, yo, look, Rick, man, taxes season is here. I hope you can use your taxes. Go get yourself a car, bro.
I don't know if that shout out was dusty enough.
I don't think it was dusty enough. Why?
It wasn't dusty. Because you ain't call him a bum ass. You ain't.
All right, cool.
You didn't use enough adjectives.
I could do it. I could do it over. You want me to do it over?
It's on you.
Call me back here, Swab. You niggas gonna be OD on Rick?
That same topic.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same shit.
3, 2, 1.
So we're gonna end the show on Dusty shout out. This week we got a Dusty shout out from Ty to his man Rick. Now look, Ty. Now my bad. Look, Rick. Ty said stop borrowing his car and never put gas back in it. He said your bum ass borrow his car every fucking week and do not put gas back in his car. He said you want to go pick up your moms, you want to pick up your girl, take her on a date. You even borrow his car to go pick up your kids from after school. That's some real bum ass shit, Rick. I just got to tell you that for sure. Like, go take the bus, go put your kid in the Uber or something. Like, y'all niggas got to do better with yourself. Look, better yet, guess what? It's tax season, Rick. Go use the taxes. Oh, his baby moms might have got him more for the taxes because they probably share the kids, right? That's what these bum ass niggas, they switch the kids every week, every month.
Yeah, they hardly ever let you claim the kids, bro.
You probably, Rick, I'm gonna tell you, go get yourself a little whip with the tax money. Hopefully this is your tax year and you got the kid. Go get a whip. Stop borrowing Ty's car. Stop being a bitch ass dusty nigga. Like if you borrow it once a month, but you can't borrow a man's car every week. Yo, you let somebody hold your car every week?
No.
Look, man, mom's gonna have to do Uber Eats. Go pick up her food from Uber Eats. You're gonna have to pay the extra price, Bree, because you don't want to put gas back in the nigga car too. What if a nigga bring your car back with no gas, Mo?
I don't know.
Nah, nigga can't borrow my car, don't put no gas in it, bro.
You know, it ain't like it ain't like it was back in the day. Remember back in the day, anytime you was going somewhere with, $5 for a tank.
For half a tank.
These days, you don't even ask for gas no more.
But back in the days, you didn't really back in the days, $5 would give you a half a tank. Now a half a tank is $45, bro. Like, come on, Rick, you can't do Ty like that. Ty your man, don't ever abuse your man. You don't do shit like that. We don't do things like that. We don't abuse the people that we love. And you know what your bitch ass probably would do, Rick? If Ty tell you no, you probably stop being this man too. Wouldn't you?
You're gonna turn Ty to join the Lucas, bro.
Yeah, come on, man. Chill out, man. Rick, please stop put gas in Ty's car or just stop borrowing his car, man. That's your Dusty shout out. Anything you want to say, Mo?
And with that said, we are at the end of the shizzle.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Wood Steezy.
Yes. Shout out to Woodstack, man. Please. I just got these sneakers. I just copped these, man. I don't even be copping sneakers for colors. Everybody be asking me, why you got some? I just be copping them for the colors, bro. Because I never know when I'm going to run into a certain type of shirt or a hat I need to match. So, anything you see, please feel free. Go on the website, woodstack.com, and pick up
Tell them
something.
Brooklyn boys sent ya.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Tico. Swizzle, what up?
That Dusty nigga, and fuck Suave as always.
Brooklyn.
We out.
Out.